Hello everyone. Let's see some of the Groovy related syntaxes. Okay, some simple syntaxes because rest assured by default depends on the Groovy syntax. Okay, so let's learn some of the syntaxes related to Groovy. Okay, so for that I will just go to some Groovy playground where I will be writing certain programs, simple programs, which we can use it in our further programming. Okay, so let me just have this. So basically in Java, what you normally do, you should have some structure to just write some method and then only you can execute that particular method and all. So let's do the basic. The first program is like if I want to print something onto the console. Okay, so you will see, you will say print ln and you can mention whatever text you want to mention. So if I just do this and run, so hello world should be printed. Okay, so similarly, if I want to write some definition for a particular lines of code. Okay, so in that case, what I will do is like I will define a hello message equal to, and I will just define something over here. Okay, so if I want to print ln the hello message, I can also do it like this. Okay, so here I have defined this. This is similar to a method where it will just use some closure methodology. You don't need to write some syntax like public void and some method name and everything. You can just define a method like this, like hello message equal to, and you can just give whatever code that you want. Okay, and if I just run also, it will print me the hello world. Okay. Okay, in order to print this, I should just say, I should call this particular method. Okay, in order to call this method, I can just say hello message and I will run it so that the hello world will be called. Okay, similarly, let's see some of other things. Like for suppose I want to multiply two numbers. Okay, so in that case, what I can do, I will pass on two integer values like int x comma int y, where the result should be as x into y. That is what my expectation, right? So I can just pass on inside this multiply, I can pass on two values, which is x and y. So let me just pass on 5 and 6. And if I want to print it, I can just say print ln and I can pass on multiply 5 and 6 so that it should be 30. Okay, the output is 30. Okay, similarly, I want to have some talk. I can also write this way, and whatever text I am going to pass on or as part of this, I want to print it. Okay, in that case, I can just say print it is something, it will take the current value. So for suppose I'm just passing as part of this talk, I'm passing some value. Let's say I'm passing some hello, I am here. Okay. So what happens it, as a part of this, I have it will take the current value, whatever I have passed it over here, and it will execute. Okay. So it should display whatever the current value. Okay. And similarly, if I want to do the square of two numbers, okay. So let's say I want to square of two numbers. So I can just say IT into IT, okay. So that it will take two value, it will take a value. I want to pass on some square of I will give one value. What it takes? It will take 6 into 6. That should be 36. Okay. So it will print the output as 36. Okay. Similarly, this is a simple ways that where we are taking one value or two values and we are printing it. Let's say I have a list. Okay, so let's say I have defined a my list which is having some values like this. Okay, some 2, 3, 4, 5, and again 2, 3, and some 45, and some 789, like this. I have some values. Okay, so I want to retrieve each and every value. So in order to do that, I should say my list dot. In order to do retrieve the value, I should use a method called each. Okay, and each I will just say print whatever is the current value. Okay, or if I want to have a new line also print ln it, so that it will print each and every value in a new line character by taking new line character. Okay, in similar way I can also write something like if I want to get the values which are greater than some 2 or 3. Okay, so for suppose I want to get the values, that means I want to find the values which are it greater than, let's say, 3. So what will be the values that gets printed in this case? I will say println, and it should match it greater than 3. So it should match 4, 5, 45, 7, 89. Okay, so if I just run it, it just takes the first value which is matching. Okay, so I think it is taking true and false. So let me just print them. Okay, so it is taken true or false, right? So what I will do is like I will have the print statement not here. I want to print ln whatever are the values which are where I want to find it greater than 3, right? So I can print like this. My list dot find the values which are greater than 3. So in that case, what happens, as I said, it will give only the single value. Okay, whatever is matching the first value, it will give the first value, which is matching the condition. If I want to get all the values, what you should do is like I should use find all. Okay, in that case, it will print all the values which are matching this condition. Okay, similarly, if I want to get them from the result, I want to get the maximum value. Okay, so what will be the maximum value? It is 789, right? So it should print me 789. Similarly, I can give for minimum value also. Okay, so it will print 4 because it greater than 3. So the first value is 4. So it will print 4. Okay. And similarly, if I not having the integer values, I'm having some strings like people. I want to pass on certain people over here where there are some strings that are available and I want to get the length of each string, or I want to get strings which are matching certain condition. Okay, so for suppose I will give Bhagya and I will give some selenium API. Rest assured. Like that, I have some values, let's say. And I want to print from this people array. I want to print something. Find some values which are having it dot length greater than, let's say 5. Okay, let's see what gets printed. Okay, length I have given the syntax wrong. So I should give, as length is a method, I should give like this. Okay. So it has printed as usual, which is matching the first condition. Okay. Whatever is the first thing that is matching with the particular condition it has given. If I want to get all the values, I should say? I should say find all. Okay. So now if I just run it, it will give all the values. So if you observe, API is not given because the length is not greater than 5. Okay. Like that. Okay, and in this, I want to convert whatever values are present into uppercase, let's say. Okay, so for that, I should say collect the values which it dot to, let's say, uppercase. As these are the methods, let me just give this. So it has printed everything in a capital letters. And similarly, I can also give lowercase. Okay, so now it will print everything in a lowercase characters. Okay, so these are some of the methods that we can use going forward. Okay, so just have a note of all this. I will. Okay, so thank you.